9. I'm playing TDM, and I'm going around with a Man of War. I get on a little bit of a kill streak early, but then I die off at the end. Enjoy the gameplay. But what I really want to talk about is high school stories. That's something I'm going to be, well, my school stories. I'm still in high school, but I really do want to talk about high school stories. I really think that would be a really cool series that we can do on this channel. So the first high school story that I want to talk about is the time that I got suspended. Now you have to know that I'm in a class where we're all rowdy. You know, we got a lot of boys that I think have a lot of energy. You know, we're a sporty class. You know, so we have to burn off a little bit of that energy during class, which is obviously not the best thing to do, and we know that. But we just want to have a bit of fun. You know, and obviously for the girls in the class, it's kind of annoying for them, but you know, I guess we'll look back on that and think we're total idiots, as I do now with this story that I'm about to bring. So this high school story, it all started in an English class. You know, we're just talking around. You know, we finished our work, and the teacher didn't give us any more work to do. So we were just sitting down waiting for the bell to go, basically. There's, I think, 8 minutes left. So we were finishing class pretty early, which we should not have been in the first place. But, so before, you have to know that the people that I got into a fight with, well, which was the reason I got suspended. So we got into a fight, apparently, as the teachers called it. Well, the principal, well, the co-principal and the coordinators called it a fight, basically. So what happened was, obviously we're doing our work, as I said before, finished class early. So we had 8 minutes left, just sitting in class waiting for the bell. Now, what happened here was, you know, we were all friends who we got into this fake fight with, which is what we call, which obviously sounds weird because there's no real such thing as a fake fight. You know, it was just a little push around. We did not intentionally mean to have a fight, which the teachers believe we were fighting. You know, there's no punches being thrown in the first place. So, anyway, so I was sitting down, and then I stood up and pushed my friend. So let's call this guy, we'll call this guy Aiden. So I pushed my friend, gave him a little light push, you know, as you do with your buddies. And then him being a bit stronger than me, obviously chased me, caught me. I went back to my chair. He came, chased me, and started rocking me on my chair. Now, the person I was sitting down next to, let's say, just using random names, let's say his name was Mitchell. He goes and his laptop gets pushed down because he was sitting next to me, and Aiden, who we're saying, also using his name for an example, pushed me, was just rocking me back and forth on my chair, and Mitchell's laptop fell. And then that aggravated him, and now he's a big boy, you know, 6'2", 6'3", whatever. That aggravated him. So I'm still sitting down now. You know, I've stopped, just had my fun, you know, burned off my energy. But then Mitchell goes over and starts like fighting with Aiden, like not really a fight, just pushing and shoving a little bit. And then 2 other boys stand up. Let's just say, you know, we'll call one Alex and we'll call one Corey. So they start just pushing around a little bit. You know, it wasn't nothing really harm. There's no harm involved, you know, no malicious intent to hurt somebody. You know, nobody actually got hurt in this fight. So then went on, the teacher, you know, got a kid in our class to go get another teacher, you know, because he was shitting himself. You know, he did not know what was going on. But really, it was just a little bit of push and shove. You know, we're just burning off a little bit of energy. And I know we should not have been doing it in the first place. But then what went on to happen was, you know, quite stupid from the teacher's behalf. So what then went on to happen, you know, I was sitting down and I stood up, you know, because the boys were still going on a little bit. You know, this all lasted about a minute. And 2 other boys, Alex and Corey, obviously, as I said, just using these names as an example, were joined in. And Alex, being a retard, he pushed down his laptop. So he made it look like one of us boys who were in the little bit of a play fight, pushed down his laptop. So we got the blame for that as well. So then the bell went, and the coordinators came in and gave us a lecture about everything and said, you know, we didn't really believe we were going to get in trouble at all, because this happens in our home group class basically every day. So then what went on to happen was, you know, we had to write a statement and all that, and then the next day they came and called our parents and asked for a meeting. Now, the only people that actually had a meeting was the 2 that kind of started this fake fight, which was me and obviously Aiden. And you know, we were all like kind of taken back because we didn't really think what we did was bad enough to get suspended. You know, there's people that, you know, riding in the toilets, you know, and all that stuff. And you know, I don't even find that too bad. But you know, we are getting suspended for a little bit of a push and shove, you know, which is something we do every lunchtime. You know, just pushing around. Like, no punches were thrown. You know, we're best buds, all of us. And you know, we're just having a little fun, which we should not have been. Yes, you know, give us a detention, or yeah, you know, give us a detention or something like that. Don't suspend us for that. You know, so we found that quite funny in the meeting. You know, the teacher that was in the classroom teaching us wasn't even there. You know, it was a principal and 2 coordinators, and you know, me and Aiden actually ended up getting suspended for that, which is really quite annoying. But now I look back on it, it's quite funny. Now, you know, luckily my parents weren't too mad, because they realized, you know, I wouldn't really intentionally start a fight with my friends, you know, even though I do kind of annoy them a lot. You know, so yeah, you know, there was no intention involved of starting a real fight, which it did never escalate to that point. But that's the story of how I got suspended, guys. Hope you enjoyed the first high school series. Obviously, I went on to win in this victory on Combine. Played okay, 18-3. Obviously, as I said, I kind of died down. But it's Hive Hainsey, and I'm out. Peace, y'all. Like and subscribe.